All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're taking a look at the whole new suite of AI tools that are, frankly, completely changing how human resources gets done. We'll explore the entire toolkit, but we're going to really zoom in on one specific powerhouse, Google Gemini, and see how it's becoming a total game changer for HR analytics. You know this quote right here? It just nails the whole idea of what we're talking about today. The future of HR isn't about some battle between tech and people. Nope. It's about creating this incredible partnership where AI does the heavy lifting with the data, and we, the human professionals, bring in the context, the empathy, and the strategic thinking. That's the magic formula. So here's our roadmap. First, we'll talk about this massive shift from just automating tasks to actually augmenting our skills. Then we'll open up the HR AI toolkit and see what's inside. After that, we'll do our deep dive on Gemini's role in analytics, walk through how you get from raw data to a real decision, and wrap it all up with some really important rules on how to use these tools responsibly. For what feels like forever, the conversation around AI in HR was all about automation, right? Things like payroll, scheduling, all those repetitive tasks. But that's old news. We are now firmly in the age of augmentation. And what that means is that AI isn't just doing stuff for us anymore, it's actively making us smarter and better at our jobs. So, what's all the buzz about generative AI? What makes it so different? Well, think about it like this. Older AI could classify or predict things from data it already had, but generative AI, it actually creates something brand new. It can write a draft of a new company policy, or, and this is the big one for us, it can generate a whole narrative summary from a mountain of messy business data. It's less of a calculator and more of a creative partner. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. On the left, that's the old way. You're spending days, maybe even weeks, hunched over a spreadsheet, trying to produce a static report that's probably out of date by the time you finish it. But on the right, that's the new reality. It's automated, it's real-time, and it doesn't just spit out numbers. It gives you instant narrative insights. It tells you the story that's hiding in the data. Okay, so keeping that big shift in mind, let's actually look inside the toolkit. And this is really important. There is no single AI for HR. It's not a magic button. What we have now is a whole suite of specialized tools, and the real skill is knowing which tool to pull out for which job. Here are some of the big players right now. You've got ChatGPT, which is just a beast for generating text. Jasper's amazing for your marketing and employer branding. Synthesia can literally create training videos from a script. But for what we're talking about today, deep research, synthesis, and heavy-duty data analysis, we're focusing right here on Google Gemini. All right, let's put Gemini under the microscope. The best way to think about it is as the analytics engine of your HR toolkit. Its absolute superpower is taking these huge, messy piles of information and boiling them down into clear, actionable insights. And you know what? There is no better example of this than trying to make sense of employee survey data. What I love about this slide is how it really shows you Gemini's sweet spot. You see, you might use something like ChatGPT to help you write the survey questions in the first place, but when you get all those responses back, that's when you turn to Gemini. Its ability to find patterns across hundreds of open-ended written responses, that's what really sets it apart for this kind of deep analysis. So let's picture the scenario. Your company's annual engagement survey just closed. You've got over 500 detailed, open-ended comments from employees. The insights hiding in there are absolute gold. But the idea of a team spending days manually reading and trying to categorize every single one, it's just a nightmare. And here's where the magic happens. With a tool like Gemini, you can feed it all of that raw, messy data. And in just a couple of hours, it can process everything. It can identify the main themes, it can tell you the general sentiment, and it can flag the most critical patterns. A job that used to take days of painful manual work is now done in less time than it takes to watch a movie. But, and this is a big but, getting that AI summary is not the finish line, not even close. The technology is at its most powerful when it's just one part of a process that is guided by a human. The real goal is to get from that pile of data to a smart, strategic decision. And for that, you absolutely need a human in the loop. This 5-step workflow is the perfect model for that. You see, the AI does the heavy lifting in steps 2 and 3, the analysis and the summary. But then look at step 4. This is where human expertise is completely irreplaceable. The HR team comes in, validates the findings, and adds all the crucial business context that the AI could never know. And then in step 5, they're the ones who build the story to present to leadership. So how do you make sure the AI's output is actually good, that it's useful?
Well, that comes down to a brand new skill that is becoming incredibly important: prompt engineering. It's pretty simple, really. The quality of what you get out of an AI is directly tied to the quality of the instructions you put in.
This is such a perfect example. On the left, if you just vaguely say, summarize this HR data, you're going to get a vague, useless summary. But look at the prompt on the right. It's specific. You give the AI a role. You are an HR analyst. You give it context, review data on turnover and engagement, and you give it clear constraints: 200 words, 3 insights, 2 actions. That is how you get something truly useful. Okay, so we've got the tools, we've got the workflow. Let's zoom back out and talk about the ground rules. Because using AI in HR comes with a massive amount of responsibility. And there's some things you just have to get right if you're going to do this ethically and effectively. Think of these 4 principles as your North Star. First, always verify what the AI spits out. Don't just trust it blindly. Second, and I can't stress this enough, never ever upload confidential employee data to a public AI platform. That's a huge no-no. Third, remember that human oversight is everything. The final call is always yours. And finally, be open and honest about how you're using these tools. And that brings us right back to this core idea. The future of HR, it belongs to the people who can blend these two things perfectly. You lead with data, using these incredible tools to find answers faster than ever. But you also have to lead with heart, using your empathy, your ethical judgment, and your understanding of people to build a better workplace. So, as we finish up, I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. The technology, it's just going to keep getting better and faster. It will deliver the data, no problem. The real challenge, and honestly the biggest opportunity for all of us in HR, is to decide how we're going to use that data to lead with heart.